Imagine yourself as a tree in the midst of a storm. The leaves may flutter and the branches may sway, but the trunk remains solid, deeply rooted in the earth. This is the portrait of silent resilience that we aim to embody. In life's tempests, we too can stand firm, drawing strength from our inner core, unwavering and steadfast. The more you reveal your pain, the more vulnerable you become. It's a harsh reality that some may take pleasure in your suffering, hindering your personal growth. Whether at work, among friends, or within the family, it's crucial to guard your weak points. Like a fortress that keeps its treasures hidden, we must learn to protect our inner vulnerabilities from those who might exploit them. By acting as if external or internal issues do not easily affect you, you're not denying the storm, but choosing not to let the rain soak you. Each challenge teaches you to be like the tree, firm, strong, and serene in a sea of chaos. This Stoic principle of unaffectedness is not about indifference. It's about selective engagement, where we decide what merits our attention and what does not. The wisdom of Epictetus, a guiding light. We will delve into 7 Stoic principles of Epictetus, a renowned philosopher whose wisdom has transcended centuries. His teachings guide us to self-knowledge, where strength emanates not from the noise of thunder, but from the silence of light that illuminates our path. In this journey, we will explore how to harness the quiet power within us, much like the tree that stands tall and unshaken, regardless of the storm's fury. Principle No. 1. Embrace failure as progress. Prepare to fail, for it is the only way to progress. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus offers a counterintuitive yet profound insight into the nature of personal development. He suggests that the journey to greatness is not a smooth ascent, but a trek through rugged terrain filled with obstacles and setbacks. It is a path defined not by the absence of failure, but by the tenacity of our response to it. Each stumble and each fall we encounter is not merely a misstep, but an invaluable lesson that sharpens our skills and strengthens our resolve. With every mistake, we are presented with an opportunity to uncover the rough edges within ourselves that require attention and care. And with each correction, we take a step closer to the ideal we strive for. To embrace failure is to recognize it not as a sign of defeat, but as a catalyst for growth, a necessary and enriching step in the evolution of our mastery. It is through the fires of failure that the steel of our character is tempered and our true potential is forged. As we navigate through the trials of life, let us remember that each challenge is a teacher in disguise, offering us the wisdom to become more resilient, more adept, and more aligned with our purpose. Let us not shy away from the lessons of failure, for they are the seeds from which the flowers of success bloom. In this Stoic view, progress is not measured by the heights we reach, but by the depths we are willing to explore within ourselves. It is a journey inward, as much as it is a venture outward, a continuous process of self-discovery and self-improvement. So let us march forward with courage, embracing each failure as a stepping stone to greatness. For it is in the moments when we are brought to our knees that we learn how to stand taller than we ever have before. Principle number 2, ignore the haters. Do not hate those who hate you, simply ignore them. This sage advice from Epictetus is a testament to the strength of character and the power of indifference in the face of animosity. The Stoic philosopher recognized the futility and self-harm involved in harboring resentment towards those who bear ill will against us. Instead, he advocates for a higher path, one of detachment and focus on personal growth. When faced with hatred, it is a natural instinct to respond in kind, to let anger and bitterness take root in our hearts. However, Epictetus challenges us to rise above such pettiness. You are greater than the negativity that seeks to bring you down. Your worth is not diminished by the disdain of others. Like a mighty oak unshaken by the howling wind, stand firm in your convictions and integrity. Focus your energy on building a life of virtue. Let your actions be guided by wisdom, compassion, and excellence. In doing so, you create a life that is rich in character and fulfillment, a life that no amount of external hate can tarnish. Let the disdain of others fall away like leaves in the wind. They are but temporary disturbances in the grand scheme of your journey. As you continue to cultivate a garden of virtue within yourself, the opinions and negativity of others become inconsequential. They lose their power to affect you, much like shadows lose their substance in the light of day. By embracing this principle, you free yourself from the chains of reactivity. You choose serenity over strife, peace over conflict. Your path becomes one of stoic grace, walking through life's challenges with an untroubled heart and a clear mind. Remember, the hate directed towards you is often a reflection of the inner turmoil of others. It is their battle to fight, not yours. Your battle is one of self-improvement, of reaching ever greater heights of personal development. So, as you journey forward, carry this principle with you. Let it be a shield against the arrows of hate, a reminder that your true power lies in your response. Choose to ignore the haters, and in doing so, choose the freedom to live a life defined by your own standards of excellence. Principle number 3, expecting the worst. One of the biggest causes of anxiety is the fear of future misfortunes. We often find ourselves paralyzed by the what-ifs that loom over our heads, casting long shadows of doubt and worry across our minds. These fears can be all-consuming, trapping us in a cycle of endless speculation and stress. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, offered a radical piece of advice to combat this anxiety. Imagine the worst has already happened. By confronting our fears head-on and visualizing the worst-case scenario, we strip away its power to unsettle us. This mental exercise is not an invitation to wallow in pessimism. Rather, it's a strategy for fortifying our spirit to cope with any challenge that comes our way. It's about building mental resilience, preparing ourselves for the storms of life, so that when they do arrive, we are not caught off guard. When we accept the possibility of adversity, we can move forward with dignity and resilience. Knowing that we are prepared for whatever life may throw at us provides a sense of calm and control. It's the understanding that while we cannot predict the future, we can equip ourselves to face it with courage and composure. This Stoic exercise also teaches us about the impermanence of all things. By envisioning the loss of what we hold dear, we learn to appreciate it more deeply while we have it. We become more present in the moment, more grateful for our current blessings, and less attached to outcomes that are beyond our control. Furthermore, expecting the worst can be liberating. It frees us from the fear of loss or failure, because we've already accepted that as a possible reality. This acceptance allows us to take risks, to venture outside our comfort zones, and to live more boldly. It encourages us to focus on what we can control, our actions, our attitudes, and our responses. In the end, the wisdom of Epictetus on expecting the worst is not about inviting negative outcomes into our lives. It's about developing the strength and flexibility to handle them if they occur. It's a reminder that our true power lies not in controlling the external world, but in mastering our internal one. So let us embrace this principle, and in doing so find peace in the face of uncertainty. Principle number 4. Control your reactions. When you allow others to bother you, you hand over control of your life. This profound lesson from Epictetus serves as a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. It is a call to inner strength and emotional resilience. The Stoic teacher implores us to maintain sovereignty over our emotions, to become the masters of our internal domain. In the vast ocean of life, we are often tossed by waves of criticism, doubt, and negativity. These forces, if allowed to penetrate our defenses, can unsettle the very core of our being. Epictetus urges us to erect barriers, mental fortifications that shield us from the negativity of others. These barriers are not walls of indifference, but ramparts of discernment, allowing us to choose which emotions we let in and which we keep at bay. Choosing serenity over turmoil is an act of power. It is the conscious decision to not let external circumstances dictate our internal state. By mastering our reactions, we retain the reins of our life, steering our vessel with intention and purpose. We navigate through storms with a calm that comes from knowing we are in control of our course. This mastery is not achieved overnight. It requires practice, patience, and perseverance. It is a skill honed through mindful awareness and deliberate action. Each time we encounter a situation that tempts us to react impulsively, we have the opportunity to pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with our values and goals. By doing so, we cultivate a tranquility that is unshaken by the chaos of the world. We find peace not in the absence of conflict, but in our ability to remain centered amidst it. This tranquility becomes our sanctuary, a place of refuge where we can retreat and recharge, emerging stronger and more composed. Epictetus' teaching is a beacon that guides us towards emotional autonomy. It reminds us that while we may not control the actions of others, we have absolute authority over our reactions. Let us embrace this principle and make it a daily practice. As we do, we will find that the tranquility we seek is not a distant shore, but a haven within ourselves. Principle number 5, remember death's certainty. Death is the end of the road. This somber reminder from Epictetus is not meant to instill fear, but to serve as a powerful motivator, a clarion call to introspection and purposeful living. It compels us to evaluate our actions, our priorities, and the legacy we aspire to leave behind. In the grand narrative of life, each moment is a fleeting scene, and the awareness of our mortality urges us to focus on what truly matters. The Stoic philosopher teaches us to use the certainty of death as a guide, a compass that directs us towards a life of purpose and meaning. It is a tool for discernment, stripping away the superfluous and shining a light on the essential. What are the pursuits that enrich our souls? What are the deeds that will echo in the hearts of others long after we are gone? These are the questions that the inevitability of death brings to the forefront of our consciousness. Invest your time and energy in what genuinely enriches you, relationships that uplift, work that fulfills, passions that ignite. Cultivate virtues that transcend the material plane. Kindness, empathy, courage, and love. These are the currencies of a life well lived, the treasures that remain impervious to the erosion of time. Let the certainty of death be a guide that steers you away from trivial distractions and towards the essence of a meaningful existence. It is a reminder to live each day with intention, to cherish each breath as a gift, and to tread lightly yet impactfully upon this earth. In embracing the finite nature of our existence, we find a paradoxical freedom. The ticking clock becomes not a harbinger of doom, but a motivator for action. It liberates us from procrastination, from the illusion that there is always more time. It teaches us to say the words that need to be said, to mend the bridges that can be repaired, and to savor the beauty that life offers. As you journey through life, carry with you the wisdom of Epictetus. Let it infuse your days with urgency and your actions with significance. Remember that while death may be the end of the road, the path we choose to walk is ours to define. Make it a path of virtue, of joy, and of love, a path that honors the precious, finite nature of our existence. Principle number 6, friendship over wealth. True wealth is genuine friends. This timeless wisdom from Epictetus shines a light on the immeasurable value of human connections. In the grand tapestry of life, it is the bonds of friendship that provide the most vibrant colors, the threads that hold us together through the ebbs and flows of fortune. In times of prosperity, friends are the companions who amplify our joy, who celebrate our successes as if they were their own. They are the ones with whom we share our happiest moments, creating memories that sparkle like jewels in the treasure chest of our hearts. In times of adversity, friends become the pillars of strength upon which we can lean. They offer unwavering support, a listening ear, and a shoulder to cry on. When the storms of life threaten to uproot us, it is the steadfast presence of friends that anchors us, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. Epictetus reminds us to cherish these relationships, to hold them close and nurture them with the same care and attention we would give to a garden of precious flowers. For friendships are the riches that endure when material fortunes fade, the currency of the soul that holds its value through every season of life. Friendship transcends the superficial allure of wealth. It is a bond that is forged in the fires of shared experiences, shaped by laughter and tears, and polished by the passage of time. True friends are the companions who walk beside us on our journey, who see us for who we truly are and accept us without condition. So let us invest in the wealth of friendships, for it is in the richness of these connections that we find the truest form of prosperity. Let us be generous with our time, our kindness, and our love, for these are the investments that yield the greatest returns. In the end, when we look back on the story of our lives, it will not be the size of our bank accounts that measure our success, but the depth and quality of the friendships we have cultivated. These are the treasures that shine brightest, the legacy that endures long after we are gone. Principle number 7, let go of what you can't control. Stop worrying about what is out of your control. This profound guidance from Epictetus serves as a beacon of wisdom in the tumultuous sea of life's uncertainties. It is a call to discernment, a reminder to distinguish between the realms of our influence and the vast expanse of the uncontrollable. In the intricate dance of existence, we often find ourselves entangled in the web of circumstances that lie beyond our reach. Epictetus, with his Stoic clarity, urges us to release our grip on these external forces. By doing so, we free ourselves from the chains of needless worry and the weight of futile efforts. Focus on the elements of life that you can influence, the thoughts you entertain, the actions you take, the kindness you extend. These are the true levers of change, the genuine instruments of your will. In the garden of your life, tend to the flowers you can nurture and let the wild growth beyond the fence flourish in its own natural course. Surrendering to the flow of fate does not imply passivity or resignation. It is an active choice to trust in the greater tapestry of existence, to believe that what lies beyond our control is in the hands of something greater, a force that weaves the threads of destiny with a wisdom and purpose that may elude our immediate understanding. Cultivate inner peace by embracing the present moment, by finding serenity in the here and now. Let go of the anxiety that clings to the unknown future or the unchangeable past. In this space of acceptance, you will discover the freedom to live fully, to love deeply, and to engage with life from a place of strength and tranquility. Epictetus's lesson is a timeless one, echoing through the ages as a gentle yet powerful invitation to let go and trust. It is a principle that, when practiced, transforms our experience of life, allowing us to navigate its complexities with grace and poise. So, as you journey forward, remember this Stoic truth. Some things are up to us, and some things are not. Cherish your agency, celebrate your power to choose, and let the rest unfold as it will. For it is in the art of letting go that we truly learn to live.